Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Chef Larry Barrett from Simply Gourmet Caterers. And Chef Larry, I know this is getting to busy season for catering. You have some great events coming up?
Oh yes, we've got lots of weddings, but we've got one great one coming up for NAMI, the National Alliance of Mental Illness, in October 25th. And keep a lookout. I'm sure I'll be back and we could talk about it a little bit more, but it's a great group. They give classes to people who are struggling, and a very important cause.
Oh, good. Well, I
Yeah.
love that you're involved with things like that,
okay.
so thanks for sharing.
Sure. And they eat a lot.
And the eating is the good part. We're
That's
ready to do
great.
that in a few minutes.
Nice.
Joey?
Auctions are a big part of our Suncoast social scene. They serve as very valuable fundraisers for our nonprofits. But they can also be a little bit intimidating, especially if you're a newcomer with the often frantic bidding. Well, our guest host, Christine Alexander, and her friend Zan Ofterhide, a benefit auctioneer specialist, are here to help us get a little more comfortable and get more involved at our next charity auction. So, all right, Zan, we know that there is no lack of gala and fundraising events here on the Suncoast.
Right.
So many of us have sat through auctions, but we don't know a lot about them. So what different types of auctions are there?
There's, I would say, like 3 basic types of auctions, which is the silent auction, where you grab a cocktail and you walk around and you put your number down on little items, jewelries or things, of that nature. Then you've got the live auction, where you're going to go home with a bigger package like Hawaii or VIP Sports or pink tickets or something like that.
Right.
And then there's the fund a need, or the straight paddle raise for donations just straight to the organization, if you don't necessarily need to go home with anything.
Okay, so the silent auction we have control over. That's the one where we'll drop the tickets in.
Yep.
I think a lot of us probably feel a little more comfortable with that, but the paddle raise is where I know I start to sweat and get a little nervous. So, Christine, a lot of people don't know this, but of course we know you as an improv comedian, but you actually just added a new skill to your repertoire. You went to school to be an auctioneer.
I did. It's 100 hours of learning. I learned a lot about real estate and taxes and law, and wow, super fun.
I don't think I ever even knew that there was such a thing. I didn't know that you had to be licensed or...
Different states have different requirements. In Florida, you have to be licensed, so I am a licensed auctioneer.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I am fancy now, you guys.
So you've learned a lot, obviously, about different auctions and different rules, and so you have a little more insight that you can bring.
One thing I learned that's really cool is auctioneers it's the only profession where we negotiate the price up. Everybody else negotiates the price down, and we negotiate it up. So, yeah.
Well, I love that you and Zan are involved in auctions, because a lot of times it feels like there's the fun of the event, and then the fun has to stop for a little bit while we do the auction, and then the fun continues again. But now I kind of have a feeling that the fun's going to continue throughout.
Yeah, we are so lucky with what we do. The fun definitely continues. One of my greatest compliments not only is just like, breaking financial records, that's great too. But on the other hand, I do like it when they're like, oh, and next year we're going to cancel the entertainment because they couldn't follow you.
Oh,
I was like,
nice.
so great. Oh, I was like, I do kind of, I don't mind that.
That's great. Well, I know, you both have a comedy background, so it makes sense. All right, you talked about, breaking financial records, so I know a lot of us have an impression that, galas, auctions, they're really just for very rich people, but that's not necessarily true.
I feel like not necessarily true, because there are the silent auction. You can get, massages, all kinds of different things at lower price points.
Right.
And then also, sometimes a ticket can be a little expensive to go to an auction plus buying an item. So you can always volunteer for the organization that you're interested in, which is a great way to meet people in the organization, get sort of the inside scoop on the organization, meet friends, meet new people. So then you're going for free, you're helping out, and you can still raise your paddle and bid on an item.
Oh, and if it is a big ticket item like a vacation package, chances are some of us are going to be taking vacations anyway.
Exactly. So that's why I like it when people go there educated about the items. So if you're going to take a vacation, say you're going to go to Hawaii anyway, well, buy your Hawaii package through the organization. That way, you're giving money to the organization and you're going to Hawaii basically for free. You gave us money and we're finding forever homes for orphans, and you get to go to Hawaii for free. So when you're there in Hawaii by the pool or the beach and you're sipping on a Mai Tai and somebody goes, what are you doing today? You go, making the world a better place.
I love it.
So difficult.
All right, if we find ourselves at an auction, which most of us probably will this season, you have some tips. So let's start off with when should we get there?
Oh, I say definitely get there when the doors open, because you avoid the little registration line, and you can get in early, get your little glass of wine, kind of get a lay of the land, look at all of the silent auction items so that you can figure out, where you want to put your money and start getting the bidding started there, and jump into everything. There's always a photo booth there with fun, props and stuff. And if you're sort of shy, get there early and jump in and do that before everybody's, there and looking at what you're doing and stuff. And check out the raffles, check out the live auction items. Just get the lay of the land. So yeah.
So when it comes to the items too, what's your approach to how much should we know about them? Should we take the time to learn about them?
You should know about the expiration date. No, that's all of my stuff to know. But I'll be there usually, and Christine too, at an auction table, like letting people know what the items are ahead of time. But do check your email, because if you've got consultation from a professional auctioneer like us, we'll tell our clients to, hey, send your donors like an email with live links to what all these are, so that people can plan ahead and go, yeah, we were going to go to Hawaii, let's just do it this way, or whatever the case may be,
That's
right?
a little research, yeah.
Right,
I
exactly.
would think people are more likely to jump on that Hawaii trip if they've been able to see it and ponder it, because the stress is when it comes up and you're like, oh, I should I not,
But
should I,
it's
and then
really
you don't.
nice. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. So you need that time. So thank you. I wish I could have you talk to all my organizations. That's exactly why we need the email. And if you don't get the email, there's always a brochure, a catalog.
It's true.
Flip
We could
through
have
that.
learned.
There's
Yeah.
plenty of time at auction to look through it and go, oh, you know what? We wanted to see that concert anyway, and these are VIP tickets. How much you think we should do on it? It's grab that brochure and have some chit chat with your significant
love
other, your
that.
friend, whoever you're there with.
And now I know the rapid talk is what we all think of, but I know it's not necessarily what you do. But I wondered if you would maybe give Linda a quick lesson and see if she could learn that rapid auctioneer talk.
Sure.
I can't talk fast. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh no! Well, we'll have to do it with a Southern accent, which is great.
Yes.
Chris
One,
learned with a
one,
Southern
two,
accent.
2, 3, 3, 4, 4. I mean, I couldn't. It's Indiana.
Yeah.
Cowboy hats.
Right, and you're now a colonel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm an
That's
honorary colonel.
It's an auction thing. So, okay, so we're going to start in quarters. So we can build it up. Start
25
low.
cents or.
Well, 250, because we might be going to.
I go to cheaper auctions.
We're going to start. We can start 25 cents.
No, that's
but we're going
okay.
to start with like.
Okay.
We're going to sell we're going to sell your mug to them. Now, this has been touched by someone that
has my
everyone in the
lipstick on it,
Suncoast
yeah.
loves. It's invaluable. It started at 200, so I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's go. Who would go 250, 250, 500, 750, 1,000, 1,250, 1,500, 1,750, 2,000, 2,000 right there. You want to go 2,500? Joey, say yes. 2,500. Okay.
What
Sold
happened to
for
250?
And did I just
This
buy
is
them?
why I'm scared of
Did
them.
I just buy the mug that sits on our desk every day?
did,
All right.
yeah.
But
While
it's
they
fake money.
continue learning, Linda's going to learn to do the call, and hopefully I can buy the mug back. Of course, the most important part is to go to our Suncoast Galas to support a cause that you love and learn about booking an auction from your favorite charity. You can go to zanauctions.com.